Hello and welcome. My name is Zachary Daniel, but you already knew that. Today we're doing something we've never done before. We are doing a documentary on the man, the myth, the legend, John Wells. And it starts here on Clymore Street. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But this, in 1948, is the street that he grew up on. He lived quite an extraordinary life, different from most people. And I'm going to tell you why in the next 2 to 5 minutes about John Frederick Wells, the man, the myth, the legend.
John Wells. John Wells. John Wells.
Here we are, stop number 2 of the tour of John Wells. This, in San Fernando, California, was his childhood home, where him and his brothers and sisters goofed around, partied around, did whatever they did back in the 40s and 50s. I don't know, I wasn't alive. But can you imagine? Right over here, a bumped knee. Over there, where he learned how to ride his bike. Probably a bee sting, a wedgie, a fight with his brothers and sisters, his dad telling him to stop goofing around and pay attention in church. Things that happened to us as children.
Oh, John Wells, he was a good boy. Not like those brothers and sisters of his. They come in my yard, they trash it. They'd scare old Chickapoo. But no, John, he was a good boy. Or was he the bad boy? I can't recall.
Here we are, home of the Tigers, San Fernando High School, where John Wells went to school. And this cafeteria is where he spent most of his afternoons, eating lunch, talking to girls, doing homework. And these classrooms right around us is where he had his subjects, like math and PE and gym and health class. But we all know what subject John excelled in the most: girls.
John Wells, you say? Well, it doesn't quite ring a bell. What year did he graduate? I see, before my time. But I imagine if he graduated from a school as prestigious as this, he has to be filthy rich by... No money? Well then, he must be mega popular, with tons of adoring... Oh, few friends even. Well, that means he must, well then, see, at least...
As a tribute to John Wells and his legacy, the school decided to display some of his best qualities, such as this one, responsibility. And we all know John to be respectful. And then also, the man who is fair, but most, the greatest thing that John is, out of everything else that we know, is caring. After a long day, this is where John would come. Tommy's Burgers, where they make some of the greasiest, best chili burgers. Even today, after 50 years, John will still come here to reminisce about old times. Here we are at the final stop of the John Wells tour, Dodger Stadium. On a good, nice summer night just like today, this is where John and his family would go. A place like this to recapture the moments of greatness and just fun that baseball is. One of my favorite memories with John is doing things like this in Cincinnati every summer. No matter what, he'll always be a Dodger.
John Wells is my stepdad. He's a great guy. He may not be the smartest or the funniest or the richest guy I know, but he is just a stand-up guy. My favorite memory probably is going into Brother Maddox's house in the middle of winter, grabbing shovels and sweeping out his driveway for him because he was too old and frail to do it. No one asked John to do that. John just did it. Sometimes I tell people that John's just my dad because John was a great stepfather and he's a great father. Happy birthday.
John John, 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 John. It's his birthday. John, 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 John. That's why we are here today. John, 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 John. Zach did a great job on this video. John, 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 John. He's even doing the closing song. John, 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 John. Because YouTube wouldn't let him steal some other guy's song. John, 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 John. So did his beautiful wife, Emily. She danced for like 2 seconds and did all the camera work. Happy birthday, John.